Mydei is going to be the imaginary destruction unit, act as your main damage dealer, mainly scaling with HP. His talent mainly explains about a state called the Vendetta state. Whenever Mydei gains charge up to 100%, he will enter the Vendetta state. This charge percentage corresponds with his loss of HP. After achieving this state, he gets 100% action advance, his taunt value increases, reduces his defense, gains enhanced skill, keeps a tally of HP loss, gains HP, and the overall HP is also extended. His first enhanced skill will basically deal more damage and will consume less HP as compared to his normal skill. When the tally of HP reaches 180% of the max HP, his action is advanced by 50%, and he uses his second enhanced skill, which will basically deal more damage without consuming his HP, as it will also use the percentage of the tally during the Vendetta state. When Mydei uses his skill, his HP is reduced by 50%. If his HP is not sufficient, it is reduced to 1. He deals imaginary damage equal to 90% of his own HP and deals imaginary damage equal to 50% of his HP to adjacent targets. When he uses his ultimate, he restores his HP by a small amount and deals imaginary damage equal to 160% of his HP to one enemy, and damage equal to 100% of his HP to the adjacent enemies. He also taunts the enemies. This ult will also give you 30% charge for Vendetta state. His technique basically dazes the enemies around him, and the enemies will get damage when they enter the battlefield. The enemies are taunted and Mydei gains charge. His bonus ability. 1 allows you to increase his crit rate with his HP up to a max amount of 48%. His bonus ability 2 will amplify the amount of charge he gains in comparison to the HP. His bonus ability 3 will help in critical situations. When in Vendetta state, if he receives fatal damage, he revives and heals some HP, and exists Vendetta state. His signature light cone is going to be his best option. It will increase his damage, healing, and max HP. It increases the wearer's max HP by 18% and incoming healing by 20%. When using skill or ultimate, consume HP equal to 6% of the wearer's max HP and increases the damage dealt by this attack by 30%. If this effect's consumed HP is greater than 500, additionally increases the damage by 30%. If the current HP is not sufficient, this effect can reduce the wearer's HP down to a minimum of 1. You can also use Blade's signature light cone if you already have it. It will increase his max HP and his crit rate. It increases the wearer's crit rate by 18% and increases their max HP by 18%. When the wearer is attacked or consumes their own HP, their damage increases by 24%. This effect is removed after the wearer uses an attack. The Ninja Record Light Cone will be the best light cone for him, as it increases the max HP and the crit rate. It increases the wearer's max HP by 12%. When losing or restoring this unit's HP, increases crit rate by 18%, lasting for 2 turns. This effect can only trigger once per turn. Lastly, if you have the Herta Shop's Destruction Light Cone, you can use it on Mydei. This light cone doesn't have any HP buff, but it can be used for increasing his damage. So if you already have a lot of HP without a light cone, you can use this one if you want to. When the wearer attacks, increases their attack by 8% in this battle. This effect can stack up to 4 times. After the wearer breaks an enemy's weakness, increases damage dealt by 12%, lasting for 2 turns. For the main stats, you can get the HP or crit damage body, HP or speed boots, HP or imaginary damage orb, and HP rope. For the substats, you should go for crit damage, HP, speed, and crit rate. For his best relic set, you can use the Longavus Disciple set, as it is the best set for the character's scaling with HP. Its 2-piece set increases max HP by 12%. Its 4-piece set says that when the wearer is hit or has their HP consumed by an ally or themselves, their crit rate increases by 8% for 2 turns and up to 2 stacks. You can also use the Scholar's set on him for increasing his crit rate and skill damage. Scholar Lost in Erudition. Its 2-piece set increases crit rate by 8%. Its 4-piece set increases damage dealt by skill and ultimate by 20%. After using ultimate, additionally increases the damage dealt by the next skill by 25%. For his best ornament sets, you can use the New Bones Collection set. It will increase his max HP and crit rate. Its 2-piece set increases the wearer's max HP by 12%. When the wearer's max HP is 5,000 or higher, increases the wearer's and their Memo Sprite's crit damage by 25%. Fleet of the Ageless is also a very good alternative option for him. Its two-piece set increases the wearer's max HP by 12%. When the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher, all allies' attack increases by 8%. For his best team, you can focus on the action advanced teams. Sunday will be the best support for him. You can also use Bronya or Sparkle with him. These types of support units will also help you with Mydei's low speed. He also have action advance in his kit, so I don't think speed would be a problem anyway. These types of units will also help in increasing his stats, for example, crit damage. For a free-to-play support, you can use Tingyun for energy regeneration and attack buffs. You can also use March 7th with 4 secondary DPS slot. For the sustain slot, you can use Hua Hua. You can also use Gallagher as a free-to-play option. His E1 is Frost Hone's Spine of Steel. During Vendetta, the damage dealt by Mydei ignores 12% of enemy target's defense, and each time healing is received, adds 40% of the healed amount to the tally of HP loss. His E2, when using ultimate, additionally increases the restored HP by 10%. If in the Vendetta state, additionally increases the tally of HP loss by an amount equal to 30% of the current max HP. His E4 while in Vendetta increases crit damage by 30% and restores HP by 8% of this unit's max HP after receiving attacks from enemy targets. His E6, when entering battle, immediately gains the Vendetta state. While the state is active, decreases the upper limit of the tally of HP loss by 30% and increases this unit's max HP by 100%. And his E3 and 5 simply increase his skills level. So, that's all the info we have about him for now, but keep that in mind. That until the last day of character release. The kit can be changed. Thanks for watching till the end, and I hope it helped. Before leaving, don't forget to hit that like and sub button. And tell me in the comments if you're going to pull Mydei or not.